Steve Schale. He's a draft Biden advisor. Steve, thank you so much for being with us. You know, I'm not sure there is much subtle about Joe Biden. So this meeting with Elizabeth Warren, the lunch with the president, the dinner with advisors last night, this is no mere trial balloon. This is a big freaking trial balloon. So as you sit here with me this afternoon, you think he's doing it? You think he's getting in?
Well, listen, it's hard for me to say, but I can say he's doing everything that a candidate would do to get ready to potentially run. I mean, I thought about running for the legislature one time, and what you do is you go meet with your boss, make sure he's okay with it. You go meet with friends and make sure they'd help you. And you go meet with opinion leaders and see if they'd support you. So he's going through all the mechanics that somebody who would be going through the process of considering running for president would do.
And this is more than he was doing a few weeks ago. Now that he's reaching out to fundraisers, now that he's reaching out to strategists, this is a step ahead of just the mere discussions with friends and family members where he was. Let me ask you this, Steve. How much of this is about Hillary Clinton?
Well, I mean, listen, for me, it's about Joe Biden. You know, I think that, first of all, Joe Biden is, is frankly, my friend Josh Earnest said, I mean, he was arguably the most consequential vice president we've had in a long time, if not ever. He's probably as prepared as anybody to care for the Obama legacy. And frankly, too, I live in a swing state of Florida. If you look at the way that Democrats have struggled with working class, working white voters primarily, I think Joe Biden is a guy who comes from that world. He was a middle class guy growing up. He's never lost his roots. And I think it gives us a chance to talk to some voters in the general election that we've struggled with the last few cycles.
Steve, I want to play some sound from John Podesta. John Podesta, you know, is the chairman of Hillary Clinton's campaign, a former counselor to President Obama. He did an interview last night to a Las Vegas PBS station. This is what he had to say comparing Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton.
The reason I support Hillary is because I think she's the best person, most able to do the job,
better than
to move the country. Better than the vice president? Yeah, if I thought the vice president was better than Hillary Clinton, then I wouldn't be working for Hillary Clinton.
Thoughts?
Well, I mean, obviously, I have nothing but respect for Mr. Podesta and for Secretary Clinton. If she's our nominee, I'll support her wholeheartedly. But, you know, Joe Biden, besides, again, being sort of arguably the most consequential vice president in history, if not recent history, you know, his fingerprints have been on pretty much every major foreign policy and domestic issue over the last 40 years. So it's hard to argue that a guy whose experienced as he is and the issues that he's faced isn't the most qualified and certainly the most experienced in the race at this point, potentially in the race at this point.
All right, Steve Schale, maybe you're about to get a lot busier. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, John. Enjoyed it, bud.